Hi, this is Aquila Maddox, the Inspirationalist, and we are super excited because we literally have just over a week as we're getting prepared for the Hustle Woman Convention, where the joy of the Lord is our strength, so that the obstacles of life do not become our kryptonite. So, as we have been doing, I've been sharing with you some of the amazing speakers and panelists that we are going to be featuring on that day. And we have none other than the amazing DeWayne Hawkins, everybody. Listen, he is a superstar. Listen, he's always like, oh, Quila. Listen, he's a superstar. He's pastor, father, husband, extraordinaire. He's life coach, counselor. I mean, goodness gracious. I mean, what don't you do?
Amen.
He does like a lot of stuff, like honest and truthfully, very, very involved in his family, community. Yeah. You are from, tell me where you're from, I can't remember right now.
Oakland, California.
Oakland, that's right.
That's right. The Bay Area.
Listen.
Steph Curry in the building. I'm sorry.
Listen, you see what happens, ladies and gentlemen? You just pull it right on out of him. Just pull it right on out of him. Okay, so listen, I'm super excited to have you because you, like, I was telling them in one of our interviews that there was two guys who was like, listen, I want to be a part of the conversation. Like, literally, that was both of y'all's tagline for me.
Wow.
I want to be a part of the conversation. And I was like, what conversation? Like, tell me what part of the conversation you really wanted to be in when you heard about what we were doing with the Hustle Woman Convention.
You know, the conversation I think that I really want to be a part of is just being able to be I'll use this term, a fatherly voice for our women today. Mm-hmm. A lot of times the masculine voice that is projected to the feminine culture is not one that's healthy. It's one that's degrading. Mm-hmm. It's not one that's wind beneath their wings. Mm-hmm. And sis, I'm a man's man. Yeah. And I love the fact that I come off definitely as a man's man. And, and many times that can be portrayed as domineering, wanting to keep my thumb on a woman until you get to know me.
Absolutely.
And know that my heart for me being a man's man is really just so that the women that are connected to me, namely my wife, namely my daughter,
absolutely,
you and sisters that I have, the women of the church that I pastor, so that you all have the freedom to be who you are, who God has called you guys to be. So look, you guys have the freedom to hustle.
Amen.
And not have to be concerned with, I need to be as good as a man, I need to be better than a man. Like, no, I don't want y'all to be like men. I want y'all to be women. But in order for y'all to be women, you have to have healthy men that are secure in ourselves and are willing to be a voice of wind and encouragement for you guys. So that's the conversation I want to be a part of.
Okay, so my insides are jumping all over the place because literally, like what you just said, because this whole platform of Hustle Woman is the face of the Proverbs 31 woman.
Right.
And recently, even like this thing is evolving. Like even as God is revealing more about it to me, all I know is He said Hustle Woman, and I was like, let's do it. Face of Proverbs 31 woman, let's do it. We are no longer going to be known by our address, meaning where we used to live.
Yeah, that's good.
Or where we live now. We're gonna be able to present a character that goes with us beyond where we're located, beyond where we are. So, what's so amazing is that the in the Proverbs. So bear with me. I gotta get it out. So I'm so excited. Y'all have to know when this happens next week. Like when it goes down next week, it's going down.
Yep.
Is going down. So what you just said to me really and truthfully just completely brought life to why he was sitting at the gate. He gave her freedom to be able to hustle.
Come on.
He liberated her into being able to hustle without apology.
Yes.
You can unapologetically hustle.
Yes.
And somebody, even a man, can sit at the gate in confidence. That's why it even says in the beginning of the scriptures, her husband had full confidence in her, right? And it wasn't just speaking to her husband. It can be anybody in your family connection or your community should be able to have full confidence in your leading. And what you just said was literally that. Like, I'm going to give you permission to be able to hustle unapologetically.
Right.
Be in all that God has created and, created you to be.
Yep.
Without us feeling like, because I'm going to tell you one thing that is real big for me. I'm not interested in being in competition with a man.
No.
Like, that's something that I believe that the deceiver.
Totally.
He's all over that, like white on rice and a polar bear in the snowstorm.
Yep.
He's like, if I can convince you, and so that because now we got this thing of like the mothers who Happy Father's Day.
Yep.
To the mothers.
Right.
I don't want to be the man.
Right.
I understand our capacities are different though.
Totally.
What God has gifted me with the space to do.
Totally.
He didn't gift you with the same space.
Nope.
So now when we bring that together, blow up Shuey.
Exactly. And it's huge that we have to be willing. We have to be willing, to allow women to have that space. I'm better as long as I'm pushing my wife.
Yeah.
Right? I'm better as long as I'm pushing the women that are connected to me. Right? I'm better for it in the long run.
Absolutely.
I'm better for it. If I can just get my own sights off of the immediate return for me.
Come on.
Right? The immediate return for me.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal. So, listen. He is going to be one of three. We spoke to another one. The other one, I can't catch up with that brother because he don't, I tell him he low-key don't live in the state. But we have three amazing men who wanted to be a part of the conversation. They wanted to definitely empower you as a woman, to let you know your necessity. Like the other gentleman said, I need them to know how necessary they are. And how we do not become the amazing men that we are without great women like you.
Come on.
And even if you've been in a situation where, the man you may have been connected to, whether father, brother, romantic relationship, whatever, did not render the results that showed you your value, I still need to tell you that your value is still present, because sometimes we partner up. We were like, well, my dad wasn't around to validate or confirm or affirm that. Or I was in a broken relationship, and obviously it must have been something wrong with me or our ability to connect. But we still transform in the absence of things, obviously, because Christ was like, I can remove myself and still allow there to be and still make room for transformation. So they were like, I want to be a part of this conversation to let women know that you're still transformative. No matter what, you're still transformative. And so I am super honored. What? Super honored to have you as one of our panelists next week.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be good. What? Okay, so do you got a special nugget for us? I'm just saying, before we shut it down, do you have, because this brother is like Nugget Central.
Always.
Nugget Central.
Always.
So, one of my coaches, super grateful for that. One of my coaches and mentors. So, Nugget Central, you guys, and definitely, I'll tag him to the page, follow him. Super humble, low-key guy. This is the dude who showed up on Easter with jeans on. Like, I'm totally like...
Really? You're not gonna let that go?
No.
You're not gonna let that go?
And a t-shirt, y'all. A white tee. What? Do y'all remember that old school song? I get something in my white tee.
Really?
Don't judge me. I'm just saying. So that's you. Everything you do in the white tee. So anyway, he preaching this white tee, worshiping this white. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Okay, so here's the thing. So give Nugget Central. We ready? What you got for us?
So there's so much, obviously, but let me start here. Ladies, learn to let the surrogate father, surrogate brother, surrogate husband love you. Okay? Because the culture has allowed you all to build yourselves up as strong, and you are. Let's be clear about that. Build yourselves up as independent. Let me rephrase that real quick. Independency is a character trait or a life season trait of adolescence. So you don't want to be independent. Independency means that you're immature. See, childhood is dependency, adolescence is independency, but adulthood, full mature adulthood, is interdependency.
That's right.
So you want to be interdependent. You don't want to be independent. Interdependency says, I need you, but I'm also bringing something to the table.
That's right.
And so while we recognize, ladies, that you are strong and you're bringing something to the table, let those surrogate men out there in your life. And they're surrogate because maybe your dad wasn't there. Maybe you had a horrible marital relationship. Maybe all of your masculine relationships that you were engaged in the past of your life were just extremely unhealthy.
Absolutely.
God is sending surrogate, healthy brothers, husbands, fathers who want to love you well from a place of healthiness. And they don't want anything from you but to see you fly and kill the game. So
Amen.
Let us love you.
Amen.
That's what I say.
And that's so good. And I just, my little 2 cents in that into that, because I had a season where I believe God sent me a man who was a surrogate brother. And I tried to make him a lover. Just be real. I was
let
like,
him be.
Let him be what God has positioned him to be, because I was
good.
Smooth attracted to that brother. Like,
That's
he's
good.
awesome.
Right.
Dear God, can I have him? Listen, if you don't know nothing else, I'm going to tell the truth. I was like, can I have him, Lord? And Smooth was, the Lord was like, and then wonder why, like, there became tension and it became tough and stuff like that. And then after the fact, I was Smooth, like, but there was still so much goodness that took place in that season. But, and I would have still been able to flow in that goodness, because everybody can't flow in relationship after you done commingled like that. So now I've intercepted an opportunity for us to continually to flow in brotherly and sisterly love. And and it's just been real. So that's really, 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 really good for us. To just, grab a hold of. Again, this nugget has been brought to you by DeWayne Hawkins. So listen, you guys, the Hustle Woman Convention is next week. If you have not registered, you want to do so, because it is about to go down. Yes. Because we are definitely here to encourage and empower your endurance in life, love, relation, and business. Like, that's the name of the game. And we're going to do that by continually studying the hustle of the P31. That's what we're doing.
That's it.
So I appreciate you.
Thank you, sis.
Bishop, brother, pastor, all of the above. Yes. So stay tuned, you guys. It's going to be a phenomenal event.